This is not normal. This isn't a thing in the game. Howdy folks, how are y'all doing? My name is Rees. Welcome back to another episode of our StoneBlock Let's Play adventure where I've been visited by an Enderman, and it looks like he's brought me a mining well. I don't know if he's actually the one doing that. It doesn't seem likely, does it? I don't think that's the sort of thing a evolved Enderman would have with him. Oh, look at that, though. We did get an Ender Pearl. That's quite handy. We're going to hold on to that. Do we want to investigate this? I kind of feel like we need to. It's dug a hole right through my floor. It's right in the middle of the world. I don't know how to get up there, though. Do I have my bauble on me? Oh, Shrek, this might work. Do you think we could fly our way up there? All right, yeah, this is going to work. My concern is, though, that we're going to... Can we not go any higher than this? What's the rules of this thing? I don't know. Oh, you know what we could do? Is if we had some of those climbing gloves. Is that what they're called? Let's see. Climbing, maybe if I spelled climbing correctly. Climbing gloves, you need a bit of slime, some organic black dye. We probably have everything we need for that right here in our inventory. I would wager a guess. What are we missing? A bit of leather? Is there a good, easy way to get leather besides killing things? Well, killing things isn't really that big of a deal. In fact, we should have some creatures down here that we can kill. If I can get through this door. I don't know if we have any cows. I remember at one point we did. Should we breed them before we kill them? Well, we've only got the one. And unfortunately, we didn't get any leather from that. Dadgummit, we gotta find a way to get leather quick. If we had a drying basin from Integrated Dynamics, we could build ourselves some leather using rotten flesh, which might be our best bet. Otherwise, we can just... Oh, we can hang up cooked meat on a drying rack? Why cooked meat? That takes 8.5 minutes? Shrek that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Come on now. A redstone furnace? Oh, we can just cook flesh into... But is it only in a redstone furnace? I don't know. What is a redstone furnace? If we had a sawmill, we could convert leather armor into... Would y'all hush? This is very annoying. There's a lot of sheep in there. All right, I think we should just start trying things. So I'm going to get some rotten flesh. I moved the diamond furnace into here now because I thought that would be a good idea because we use it a lot. And it's not a regular furnace, so there's no reason for it to be in the room of shame, you know, because we're not really ashamed of it. Let's see what this gets us. Okay, well, that's monster jerky, which is delicious, but not necessarily what we need. A dehydrator would also work, but it takes an awful lot of rotten flesh compared to the redstone furnace. Drying, you know what? We could probably get some cooked food and just get that drying while we wait, just in case we can't think of anything better. I mean, it seems like, oh, good, we don't have any cooked meat. Well, never mind then. All right, redstone furnace looks like a basic recipe. This looks like the sort of thing we should be able to build up right away. Let's clear out our grid, and... Let's see what we're missing. Literally everything. All right, bricks. We can get a couple of those. That's good. That's solid. Copper gears. Good to go there. That's all the copper we have, though. Redstone reception coil. Machine frame. Oh, we're only missing the gear for that. This is going to work. That's not right. What are we missing? Tin? Oh, what if it's just that particular type of tin, though? No, we appear to be missing all of the tin. I've only got tin chunks as well. That's... Not what I need to do with those. That's not what you do with chunks. This is how you... Okay. Listen, I don't need any sassy comments today. I'm in a bit of a rush. I'm a little panicked. It looks like we're being invaded from the surface. Is there tin left over in here? Oh, there is. A couple of blocks of tin, in fact. Well, Shrek. Let's do that, but then also let's cook up some more, because you never know when you might need more tin. I mean, I'm not... The way I said that makes it sound like I know something. Like, oh, yeah, I know what you guys don't realize it, but we're going to be needing a lot of tin. I don't know that. I don't even have any plans for tin today. I'm just, you know, I'm the kind of guy who likes to think ahead. Okay, tin gear and a machine frame. And when I said thinks ahead, I don't mean thinks ahead to projects in mind. I'm just saying nonsense. Okay, you know what? I'm starting to think that maybe it's time we stop using this mod for everything, because it is getting a little bit annoying, the many steps you have to go through to get basic things like power out of these cables. It's a networking mod. It's designed for networking, and if you're not networking, if you're just running power, it is a bit silly to be using them like this. However, I do still like the mod, and I do like the fact that we've used it up until this point. What is it called again? Integrated Dynamics? It's a solid mod if you've never used it. I recommend it. All right, you're not going to accidentally start outputting things to various sides, are you? Because we want to avoid that for sure. And I guess we'll just throw some rotten flesh in there, and then it will not do anything because it probably what's wrong with you, Redstone Furnace? Maybe it doesn't like receiving power from the bottom? I don't see why that would be an issue. Okay, no, it definitely didn't like it. Why did it not like receiving... What? In what universe does that make sense? I'm not tolerating that nonsense. I'm not letting you have a cable. Is this a normal thing for this mod? I don't remember. It's been a long time. A very long time. Oh, now it's working. Well, of course, now it's going to work, because I primed it by reinstalling. All right, take the jerky. Cook up the well, it's not jerky. Well, this is jerky right here. This is just regular old run-of-the-mill rotten flesh, and it should start converting that into leather. Hot diggity, it is working. And like I was showing off earlier, you can set it to auto output and auto input and things of that nature. I don't understand this mod, though. All right, we should now be fully prepared to manufacture some climbing gloves. Hot diggity. Do you put them on? Are they a piece of armor? Are they a bauble? Oh, it looks like they just fit anywhere over here. I think you just have to have them on your person. It says it's a bauble any, so I suppose that's what that means. Yeah, that's bauble charm, so it only goes in a charm slot. That's bauble any, so we could put that anywhere. We don't have to put it on the ring slot. Climbing glove can go anywhere. Is this a belt slot? Let's put it there. When are we ever going to wear a belt? Right-click to toggle on. Right-click to toggle off. I guess it's on now. I think you just walk up to a wall and see if you can climb up it, and we can. So that's good. And we've got that other bauble. Oh. Do we go down there? Okay, we will go down here, but cautiously, cautiously. I mean, we have boots that prevent us from, like, falling forever, but what if this thing dug through the world? Oh, gosh. I don't see bedrock. I don't see bedrock. That's the bottom of the universe. We could actually just fall to our forever death down there if we're not careful. Good gosh. Why is there no bedrock? Whose idea was that? I think there's no bedrock. There might have been. I just saw a dark hole, but as always, the screen might be a little bit brighter for y'all. Can I fill in this hole? I feel like I probably should. Oh! Shrek, is that thing still active? Okay, I think it is. All right, let's turn on the bauble. And we'll get as close to this wall as we can, and then I think we can just start climbing. Falling, oh man, we're going to have to get back down, though. If we drop and we're not paying attention, we're going to be in some serious puru, as they say in the Star Wars classic, The Phantom Menace. Maybe we'll have to just dig an alternate path down, although I can't even remember now what direction's which. I don't want to fall through to the bottom of the world. That seems super depressing. Have we died yet in this pack? I don't think we have. Oh. Well, this is not what I expected, but okay. Oh my gosh. Look at this place. Okay, hold on. I was told that this is what was at the top of the world, the endless ocean of lava. But I've never seen it with my own eyes before. How did this get here? Why is it surrounded by ice? Oh yeah, there's the block it mined out. But my lamp's not in here. Or where's my lamp? And who built this? I wonder if we're going to get any answers to these questions. I have no idea. Okay, well, oh, look at this. This is a large storage crate. It's got the multiple... See, I was always assuming it would just make a massive GUI. No, you just scroll through it. And that's okay. Who would have had the technological know-how on how... Can I take their blocks of coal? We don't know if they're friendly. You don't see anything? Let's comment down below if you see anything on the horizon that might look like any type of structure. I think we're at the build limit, though, right? Like, the top of the world is the build limit, so I can't imagine there... Nah, whatever. At least now we have access to the sun if we want to build some solar panels, which the game, to be clear, does want us to do at some point. That's not our guide. Oh, of course we're not within range. We got to figure out how to get back down from here without dying a most horrible death. So is my bauble on? Oh, how was that for a save? Oh, man. Of course, now I got to go back up there because you know what I didn't do? I didn't disable that thing. Okay, this, I reckon, will be an easy fix. Just turn that off, and then look, we'll go ahead and break this. But we'll leave it in here in case they come back, and then that way they know we're not sneak thieves, right? Hopefully. And maybe they won't try to break my floor anymore. How do I get down from here? I need to stop. I need to stop hovering. Turn the bobble off. All right, back down we go. And I don't know if we're gonna get that lucky again. Oh no! Oh! Oh, I thought all we did last time was turn. Oh my gosh! I thought all we did last time was turn it on, and it stopped us from falling. Oh my good gosh. Well, if anything, that was a better save than before, right? Unless it turns out that that is just the bottom of the world, and there is a block there. And this whole time that I thought it was just an empty void, I was wrong. All right. Well, with that out of the way, we're going to open up the old Game Boy and take a look at power generation. We need to continue to work on the Forever Rainbow generator. That's on my list of things to do. Don't you doubt me. But first off, solar panels, now that we have access to the sun, is a viable means of charging things. Solar panel 1. Let's see what goes into that. Solar panel. I also had an idea to create a quarry in the mining dimension, powered by solar panels, and have it set up remotely to just kind of do its thing while we're not around. I thought that would be cool, and then we could come back, because, I mean, all this in here is working fine. Although, I have had some pretty cool suggestions from people on how to alter this to make it work a little better without completely reimagining it, because I like the way I have it set up. I'm proud of how unique and distinct it is. No, it's not ideal. It was never meant to be ideal anyway. I did add a second mechanical squeezer. Those things are stupid fast. I added a second one so that we could better maintain the speed on the compressed gravel generation, because we were falling behind, but now, as you can see, we have more compressed gravel than we know what to do with. And the real problem is that we've got too much dust. Once this fills up and backs off, all the remaining gravel is going to go to here. This probably needs to be compressed as well. We need to have a compressed heavy side, maybe 3 or 4 compressed heavy sides, all doing different materials, except dirt, because we don't need that many seeds. That's all you get when you seed dirt. Waste of time. I've got some ideas for in there, but I would like to build a quarry in the mining dimension, and I think it would be cool to power it with solar panels. And I think panel 3, I mean, we'd like to go all the way up to this one. I mean, what is this? A chaotic solar panel. Oh, Shrek. Yeah, that'd be pretty nifty. Let's start with the first one, though, as you do in these sorts of situations. I'm going to make 12 mirrors, because that's how many we can make. And I'm going to take the sand that we have and just preemptively go ahead and toss that in here so that it can be creating more glass, just in case we end up needing more later on down the line. So that'll create some solar panels, and we'll make 4 of them. How many do we need for the next tier? Okay, yeah, we're going to need more glass. Spoiler alert, though. We did just, boom, claim our reward. We haven't opened one of these loot chests in a long time. We got some florbs. Cryothium? Gilded cryothium. That's pretty nifty. I like that. That's some solid stuff. We'll put that away. And we've got more glass cooking up, so I'm going to make some more of these mirrors. All right, so we need to make 4 more of these, and then we need to put them all around a piston to create solar panel tier 2. Hey! We're rocking and rolling through this today, aren't we? Well, that's tier 3. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. We are still on tier 2. I'm going to leave it on tier 3, though, so when we come back, we can just automatically get our reward. I still don't know what these things do. Still no idea. Thermodynamics, no clue, but we'll store them away along with our florb, whatever that is. A tier 3 is going to need 4 tier 2s, which means we're going to have to create a whole lot more tier 1s. How are we doing on glass? We're going to need more glass as well, which means we're going to need more sand. It's a darn shame that the thing we need isn't more dust. You know what I'm saying? Because we got a lot of dust, but we've got some sand also. You know what? For this project, I think that we're not going to stick with the coal, the tiny coal, as useful as it has been. I think the time might have finally come to switch it out for the big baby, right? Like the big dog on campus, the big blocks o' coal. And that's enough tier 1 solar panels. What are the odds we have enough pistons for this, though? Probably not great, would be my guess. Oh, no, we do. We have just enough. How about that? Okay. And what else goes into the tier 3? We're going to need some photovoltaic cells, which is just more mirrors. So it's a good thing we're cooking up all of this glass over here. And then also a redstone repeater, block of iron. We we must have a block of iron lying around here, right? In fact, I would say it's more likely we have blocks of iron than it is we have just regular ingots of iron. Okay, we have pretty much no iron. We can fix that. Iron. Just get the iron out. Okay, so what I'm learning so far is that solar panels require just a ridiculous amount of glass and a ridiculous amount of iron. And if you have that, I think you're probably good to go. Photovoltaic cells. How many of those do I need? 3 of them? Goodness gracious. 3 of those. Put it together with everything else. What is the one thing I'm missing? A block of iron. Ironically, I turned the blocks of iron into iron, and that's what we needed was a block of iron. So we have to go through all of that 4 more times if we want to get a tier 5. Goodness gracious me. Let's get in here. We're going to go back now and get our reward for... Wait, no, I built a tier 3 one. Oh. I thought it wasn't going to let me get it. If we want to go through with tier 4, which maybe I'll do in my own time, I'm not sure. Hey, these are useful for industrial craft, which we're not using, but if we were, they would be useful. Next up, we'll need the Quarry. And if I remember correctly, the Quarry will keep chunks loaded around it all by itself. I don't think we have to get involved in that process. But I might be wrong. I might be misremembering. So we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, we've got 7 iron gears. From there, we need to... Oh my gosh! You can go straight to gold. You don't need to turn iron ones into gold ones. That's just a waste of iron. I'm not going to. Well, now I'm out of gold. But that's good to know. I'm going to hold on to those extra iron ones that I made, because I made 7 of them thinking I would need to build on them. We don't. That's great. I'm going to hold on to them. Maybe we'll need them for a different project. Good thing I didn't... make 4 gold ones, and from there we should be able to make our quarry. As I was saying, it should keep the world loaded around it, but it is in a different dimension, so I'm not sure how that's going to work out. We may be able to do this number and claim, but I don't know. It's a single-player game. I'm not really sure how those things work. In the past, in older packs, yeah, I've been able to set up world anchors and keep the nether going when I'm not there, or, various other dimensions, but I think we're going to have to take a wait-and-see approach to this. Now... to move energy around, I think we're going to need special pipes. Specifically, I think we need the wooden kinesis pipes, because that's what takes energy out of our solar panel and will put it into the quarry. You can't just slap the solar panel on top, I don't think. I mean, we'll try it, but it's never worked before. Anyway, you start off by making a wooden transport pipe, and then you just add a piece of redstone to it. That's the only one of those we're going to need, and then we're going to need to carry power from here to here, and then these each carry a different maximum load. We might as well go straight for gold, though, because that carries the most amount of power. I mean, we're not going to be maxing it out with a single solar panel, but it's worth a shot. And then it just spits stuff out the top. So for that, we could probably grab a crate, and that would do just fine, although you know it would be great. Speaking of crates, you know what would be, it would be great is if I properly spelled crate. If we built the big one, the big daddy, not just the medium, but the large, which needs an empowered void crystal block. Oh boy, maybe just the medium then. We're going to build the upgraded quartz, and in order to do that, we're going to need an atomic reconstructor. In order to do that, we're going to need some black quartz, and in order to do that, we're just going to need some crushed black quartz, stick it in a furnace. We have some of that. I don't know what we've been getting it from, but I guess we've probably been sifting it out of something out there, so we'll just pop that in there. And we really only needed the 1, but for some reason I'm making 32 of them. That'll give us our iron casing, which is then going to be combined with iron and redstone to create the atomic reconstructor. Okay, yeah, that's filling up with power. Oh, Shrek, yeah, it's on, it's activated. All right, we've got it hooked up to power now. We just set that in front of it. It's going to blast it. In fact, we can line these things up. There we go. There's our first one. So we've got our first void crystal block, and if we look up crates again, we'll find that we need 4 of those. I've lined up more than 4, so I'm going to get rid of one of those. Oh gosh, it hit it twice. I hope that doesn't have any negative long-lasting effects on anything. And then the last one. Yes, yes, excellent, excellent, excellent. Do we have a switch to turn this thing off? Because otherwise it'll just keep consuming power and firing off lasers indefinitely. Do we have any levers? We don't. I'll make one real fast. It's not to worry. Not to worry. Nobody panic. I was confident for some reason that we would have a lever. At some point, we'll put that somewhere else where it's not just firing off potentially hazardous lasers in my presence near my body, because I think that that's not ideal. So there we go. medium storage plank. What goes into the higher tier one? Looks like we're going to need empowered void crystal blocks. What do we do for that? An empowerer? We build an empowerer, and we probably give it power. Empowerer sounds like I'm just not speaking correctly. Empower. Let's see here. Actually, additions. Just some iron casing and a display stand, a double battery. You know what? We'll come back to that one at some point. But I think we've got everything we need here. We've got a quarry. We've got some assorted... These things... Shrek, you know what? For better or worse, let's just go give it a try. Oh, wait a minute. No, you know what? One last thing we need to do before we go is make some markers, because we want to be able to make a real big quarry. What's that? A path marker? How is that different than a land marker? I don't know, but we need at least 3 land markers, if it still works the same way it used to. Should we make 4 just in case? I'd hate to go up there with 3 of them and need 4. But the way it used to work is you put down 3 of them, and then that'll create a grid, and that's how you mark where you want your quarry to go. We might start off with just the smallest quarry, just to make sure the whole thing works. But for right now, we're heading into another dimension. A dimension of sight, a dimension of sound, a dimension of mind. We're crossing over into the Twilight Zone, and that's terrifying, because that's a scary show. Do y'all hear a skeleton? I certainly feel like I was just shot at, but I don't know where from or by whom. Should we try to dig up... Should we try to dig this thing up? This skystone thing, I think, just dropped on us when we spawned in. Someone theorized that our portal is still inside of here somewhere. Like, if we dug inside of the skystone comet, asteroid, meteor, call it what you will, the portal we were supposed to have may still be buried within, because it's not supposed to happen. Let's see if we can mine it up. So we're going to throw down some markers here. Got to make sure they're all on the same level. And then I've put down 3 of them. If we go to this one here on the edge, on the corner, and this works the way I think it should, yep, create a grid. And gosh, I hope this doesn't destroy our portal up there. That would be really bad. We would be stuck here again, and that would be terrible. I'd be sad. Okay, there we go. And it doesn't look like it's going to mine all the way up. I don't think it's going to collect these items, though. I don't think this is going to be part of the mining process. I think it's just going to destroy them. But if we need more, surely we can just go find some more. I mean, what's the odds that this is the only skystone we're ever going to find? No, you know what? Yeah, y'all are right. This is a bad idea. It looks like at this height, it'll destroy the top part of the meteor, or the meteorite. Should be okay, though, with where the portal is, so I'm going to place these back down again. And, of course, you can make this as big as 64 by 64. So, if you want to go big, go big. Don't even think about going home. Just go big instead. Yeah, it's going to cut off the top of the meteorite. Going to leave the portal alone, and it's going to collect the bottom half. So now we've got to configure it. And a lot of this is going to be guesswork, because I haven't used this mod in a while. And some of the things might not work the way they think they're going to work. But the way that it should work is throw this on top, and it'll automatically drop the items inside of there, hopefully. And then on the side, golden kinesis pipe, wooden kinesis pipe. This is the one that's going to extract the energy out of the solar panel. The gold one might not be necessary. We might be able to set this up without the gold one. Did you see it turn pink as it blew up? It's because we're missing a texture. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, nothing is happening there. Nothing is happening there at all. Still nothing is happening there. They're not connecting up whatsoever. This is starting to get a bit disappointing. But maybe... Nothing. Okay, nobody panic. Nobody panic. It's not bad news yet. We'll put the... Oh, I can't even put the... Wait, what? This is a wooden kinesis pipe. Hold on. Work in progress. The above limit isn't enforced. Wooden input. Is it input? Oh, it's an input. It's not an export. Well, that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense at all. Okay, fine. You're charged up. You've got energy. I need to get energy from here to here. That's the problem. I just now realized that it's using MJ instead of RF. Why is it not using RF? Everything uses RF. I know I've done this before. All right, I'm on the wiki right now, and it says that BC 6.1.2 and above uses RF, not MJ. The problem is, I don't know what version is installed in this mod pack. And I don't know how to check / what build crafts. No, I did. The wiki says everything should work the way that I thought that it would work, but it's not, and I don't know why. If you do know why, please, by all means, comment and let me know what I'm missing. But I know for a fact that we've done this before, or have we? No. No, wait a minute. I didn't use solar power in Tekkit Legends. I used wireless energy. Or did I? It's been so long now, I don't even remember. I don't see wireless kinesis pipes on here anyway. Why do they use MJ? I know that this mod flipped to RF! What's happening in the world? It doesn't matter. We've gotten ourselves 2 Stirling engines, and we're going to power those, I guess, with coal, because, well, we've got stacks of coal in our inventory, so I guess we don't need any more. One thing we do need is a couple of levers, such as these. We've got one back home. We'll make 2. Why not? I'm so flustered right now. Do I need more wooden kinesis pipes? Maybe. Maybe so. All right, I'm sorry, solar panel. It was nice to have you. What happened to it? Oh, I picked it up. Okay. It looked like it just exploded into non-existence. So I guess we'll just stack those like that. And then... well, no, that won't work. Let me think this through. We're going to have to set it up in such a way that they can both connect to... Well, if we have the gold one there, and then we have this one here, we'll have... Can we have 2 engines going into a single wooden pipe? Probably, but the wooden pipe has such a limited amount of input. We might be better off having that one like that, and then... This is ridiculous. Having another wooden one here with the other engine. There we go, and then we'll split the coal up between them. We'll put 14 in there, we'll put 13 in there, because I don't know, I guess this one down here is our favorite. Power it on. Power this one on. I don't know if it needs an on switch on the quarry itself. I don't think it does. Look at that. There's a red line coming out of the quarry, and literally nothing is happening. Oh, it's going to clear these all out manually. Oh ho. Was it just... Is that how long it took it to mine up one of these? Is that why it was just frozen on it for so long? All right, enough of this unbearably slow nonsense. I've got plan B, which is instead of 2 engines, we've got 8, which is a lot more than I thought I'd be using today, considering I thought we were going to use a grand total of 0. All right, so with all of these firing and sending a massive amount of energy, we're still not really getting anywhere anytime fast. And I sort of regret my decision to put the quarry here at all, when it would have been so much faster to just put it out in the open, up here at the top, where it would have been set up and mining in no time. But I don't know. I think that my markers might have despawned by now. I don't really want to go make any new ones. And I don't know what I'm going to do. I haven't really thought it through. I thought I'd come in here and get my hammer. I don't know. Go back and help it. Is that bad? I don't know. I wonder if I could... No. Could I? Could I vein mine this? Oh. Yes. Short answer is yes, I could. Pretty good swaths of it at a time as well. What happens if you vein mine using a hammer? That's what happens. Whoa, look at this! A skystone chest! I said that like it was fake. I don't know why I said it like that. What is this? It's got some inscribed logic something or another inside of it? Oh, that's pretty cool, I guess. It just looks like a regular chest, though. I don't know if it's at all special. Oh, but the mining process is... Oh, it's a very tough chest. I'll give it that much. Haven't found any remnants or ruins of a portal yet. By the way, how am I supposed to get out of here now? See how much faster it moves when it's shooting just regular things like gravel, sand? I'm going to go around and see if I can spot any more... No, that does look like all the skystone. It might be getting close to the end then, once it clears out that bit over there. Oh my gosh, it's building the actual quarry now. How long do you think it's going to take to mine up the sky? I like how I built it with the intention of having it mine up the sky stone. And in the time it's taken it to break a few blocks, I've mined up myself manually most of the sky stone. But hey, let's not dwell on that now. Oh, look, there it goes. It started. Oh my gosh, it's moving fast too. Well, of course, it's only picking up a few pieces and then skimming over to the side because it's got a big bunchy emptiness underneath it. But look how fast it is. And of course, all of those precious materials are being collected inside of here. Look at all that dirt we've got now. How nifty is that? Wait, where did it go? Oh, it's over there. I thought it disappeared. Oh man, this is good stuff. This is high quality stuff right here. This is entertainment at its finest. What if I just set myself up on top of this spire, tapped F1, and just left this going as the remainder of the video? The thing is, it's wasting so much energy collecting the sky stone that I think we might be better off just manually collecting what's left of it and being done with it, which really does raise the question as to why we did this anyway. We should have just set it up on the open ground. Look, I learned my lesson, so I'm hopping around here and I'm trying to, as quickly as I can, preemptively break the sky stone before the quarry has to do it. This is what my life is now. Everything has gone wrong today. All the plans that I had, all the ideas that I had. I mean, I should have realized. The second I saw that there was a mining well digging into my base, I should have realized, no, you know what? Plans for today are not going to go as you expected. And of course they didn't. Solar-powered quarry? I can't seem to make it happen. I went on the wiki for the mod and it says that they started using RF, but then I started finding other posts from people asking, why did they go back to MJ? What's going on here? And you know what? I'm asking the same question, if that is in fact what happened. What's going on? It's inferior, and I understand why some people like it more. It's because you can't store MJ, and it's Minecraft Jewels, I believe. It's a different power dynamic compared to RF. It does offer its own challenges, but still, I mean, if you're going to switch to RF, at least be consistent and stick with it. RF is the universal power system. It's one of the reasons why I don't want to get involved at all, if we can avoid it, with industrial crafts, because I don't have to use European Union power. I think EU actually stands for electrical units. Well, in the pack, not in the real world, obviously. I shouldn't even have to say that. Okay, well, I manually removed the vast majority, I would say 99.9% of germs, and also skystone from this quarry, from this pit here. Got it all stored away inside of here now, along with this skystone chest and some blocks of coal. It sure is magnificent, and it's already starting to uncover things that aren't coal, which is so far the only other thing I've seen out here. For instance, we've got copper ore, possibly some tin. Yeah, some tin. Whatever that is up there, it looks like little alien eggs. It's actually clay ore. How does that work? Oh, it just drops clay. Hey. I guess we'll just leave this thing running for now and see where it goes. I'm going to have to load up some more coal because it's going to run out soon enough. But it's moving real fast, courtesy of the 8 engines we built. If you have any suggestions or tips about this, let me know. Until next time, thank you folks for watching. God bless you, and I'll see you later. Bye!